Hello and welcome to Rusty's No Man's Sky. No, Rusty's Late Night SudokuStore. We've got 3 puzzles to do today. I've got puzzle number R272, puzzle number R273, puzzle number R278. We'll get all 3 of them going here, and we'll do them one at a time. I'm not going to try to solve all 3 at once. That might be an interesting challenge someday, but not today for me, I'm afraid. I've got little enough comfort in some of this stuff that it would be potentially very, very embarrassing. We are going to see, however, if I can get all of these puzzles solved inside of an hour. Maybe I can get them all solved before midnight. To do them in an hour, 3 puzzles, that would be about 20 minutes each, which I think is reasonably doable. We'll see. It might be that I'll be able to do them in less than that much time. Let's see. Alright. Puzzle number 172. It is loaded up properly, so let's see if we can solve this. So we've got these 2 could be a 1, these 4 could be a 1. I've got 3 possibilities here, 4 here. Down here we've got 5 possibilities. And we've got 3 possibilities here. Alright, ones. Like we've got 4 possibilities. 2 here. 4 possibilities here as well. 4 here. That's becoming interesting reputation. Okay, 5 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. Over here we've got 4 possibilities. And it looks like I've got 6 possibilities here. Okay, looks like I got 6 possibilities for 3 here. 4 down here. 4 here. 5 here. 4 here. 5 here. And that's it for 3. Top row is all populated. Alright, let's go with 4. So I've got 4 possibilities over here. 5 here. None over here because we've got one placed there already. Like I've got 3 possibilities here. Everything's an option here, so that's 7. And I've got a 4 here, which means I get to knock this down to 5 and this down to 3. Alright, 5. So I've got 3 possibilities for 5. And it looks like I've got 6 possibilities here. It's not a 5, that's not a 5. Oh, 4 possibilities. Okay. 6 possibilities here. 2 possibilities here. And several here. 5. And 2 possibilities here. Let's clean up these 2 because if this one can't be a 5, and this one, and these 3, that means that one of these 2 has to be, and these 2 can't. Alright, 6s. I got 2 possibilities here, means 2 possibilities here. 6 here already, so now I've got 3 possibilities. 4 possibilities here. possibilities up here, and 4 possibilities. Nope, not there. 4 possibilities for 6 here. Alright, 3 possible 7s here. 5 possibilities up here. 3 possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. Everything's open. 7 here, 5 left, and 4 possibilities down here. I think I've got 3 in the square. Nope, that was not a possibility. Ah, that's because I got 7. Alright. And let's see, 8s. I've got an 8 here and an 8 here, so I've got 3 possibilities here. 4 in this square. 6 in this square. I've got 4 over in this one. Not 7, no. 4 possibilities here. 5 possibilities here. And everything's open up here for 6. I think anyway. Yep, it's like 7. Or 9s. I've got a 9 here. 9 here. 2 possibilities for 9 here. I'm guessing this is going to be a 9. I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all 3 visible from here, so that's going to be 9. That means I've got 2, nope, it's got 2 possibilities there, 2 possibilities, 3 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, and 3 possibilities here, and here. Alright, now let's see if we got anything other than this one here where we got a. Well, I've got this 8-2 pair here. That means these cannot be 8 2s. And not 1 either. Also, this can't be an 8. And these 2 can't be 8. This one can't. Okay, 5-3 pair here. This can't be 3 here. What am I missing? 2 3s. Missing 4s. Try dropping 4s in here. And that means we're going to get 3s back. Because I can't limit this one to be prevented from being. Alright. What else? So we get a 7-3-7 pair. Doesn't help me enough. So we get an 8, 9, and that's going to leave me at 2. Let's verify this is an 8. So we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So yep, that's an 8. Means this becomes a 2, this becomes a 9. Not any of those net matches. Seven, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5. This becomes a 1, and this is 6. Now we can clean up 6s around here. That 3 there. Clean up 3s. Looks like I've now got 7 here, 3 over here, more 3s to clean up. Got a 7, a couple of 7s to clean up. This one comes a 9, not a 9 there, also not a 3. Not a 9 here. I got an 8. This one comes a 5, so this is an 8 and a 6. Does that clean up anything over here? Doesn't look like it. That's some stuff to clean up. This becomes a 5. So now I've got a 4, 3, 4, 3 pair. This is not a 1. This can't be a 4. This can't be a 3. That makes that a 2. This becomes an 8. Not one of those there. Not one of those there. Not that. Not 2 or 8 here. So I got a 4, 6, 4, 6, another 6. This becomes a 3. This becomes a 9. Not 3 here. 4, 3, 3. So not 4. We'll clean up the 4s and the 3s in the square. Can't be one of those. Not a 3 there. Got a 4, 3, 4, 3 pair here, but that's any. 4, 6, 4, 6, 3. Okay. Other stuff to clean up. This becomes a 9. Now I've got a 7, 1, 7, 1, 2, 2. 7, 1, not a 2. So this is a 2. I've now got this to be a 7. Not a 7 here. 5 and 6. Not a 7, not a 7, not a 7, not a 5, 5, 4, 1, 5 there, 8. Oh, that's not quite right, is it? Does that, yeah, that blocked both directions. So, am I missing a number here? So I go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and an 8 down here. 3, 4, 8. So one of these two is going to be an 8. So these two can't be 4s. It's not a 5. 2, 5 can't be a 1. That was 1. It's here. 8, 5, 8, 5. So this would be an 8. 4 here. 7, 8, 7, 8, 5, 5. This can't be a 1. Yeah, no. Okay, so one of these. Okay, that 2 looks like it has to be a 1 in that. 1, 5, 1, 4, 8, 4. Can't be a 4. That can't be a 4. Alright. And I've got a couple things that can't be 5s up here. Alright, so we got to back up a bit. I'm not sure how far. I made a choice on something that is not quite right. That 9 may not have been supposed to be 9. With the odds of that problem possibly being a 5 down at the bottom left. Let's see, we'll go back to that point and check to see if there are other options here. Alright. Said this is 9. See if there's another. Okay, it can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8 all visible. So that becomes a 9. And this becomes, turning this into 5, 8, and 6. Alright, let's come back here. Alright, I've got 4, 5, 5, 2. That's the only 2. This is 1. Okay, so this can't be 1 anymore. That's going to be 5. One of these will be 1. Clean up the thing as it can't be there, this can't, well, it can still be a 4. And now we get a 5 here, so these two can't be 5. That turns that into a 5. Not a 5 there. Now we've got some 1s to clean up. 3s, 9s. 1 here to clean up. This becomes a 7. This becomes an 8. And now that blocks that 1. Okay, so that something's wrong there yet. So one of these two has to be a 3 possibilities up here. Or if we do 7, 5, 6 here, that means I've got just the 4s and the 8s available here. What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, where's a 9? Can't be a 9 here. This one's going to be a 9. All right, that solves that issue. Okay. Some clarification there, apparently. 6s we get to clean up there. Not a 5 here. We get a 4, 3, 4, 3, so this becomes a 2 and an 8 here. That becomes a 4. That's going to be an issue, huh? Okay. This gets to be a 9. 4, 3, 4, 3, so not a 3, not a 4 or 3, not a 4. We're at a 1, 7, 1, 7, 1, 7, 9. That becomes a 9. Not a 9, not a 9 or a 3. Not a 6. Not a 7 here. Not a 7 here. So this becomes a 7. Not a 2 here or here. 6, 3. Theoretically 6 and 3. 4 there or here, both wrong. Okay, we're going further back. This is going to make getting this done in under 20 minutes a challenge, but we'll see if we can meet up with that. Okay. So we'd already identified this as being a 9 here. Because, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And those are all solid. Those are given. So yes, that is a 9. It gives me a 7, 3 pair in row. Up here we've got this 8, and let me do a quick check on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And the only thing that's not a given is the 9. So yes, this does become an 8. Not an 8 there. Or here. This is the only 6 I see in the row, and both of those, or column. Both of the other 2 squares in the column have a 6 in the row. So yes, this becomes a 6. And this becomes not a 6. We'll clean up, we'll check and see if this is a 6 yet. I've got a 1 in the square with this one here, so that's a 2, and this becomes a 1 as well. So clean up some of these other squares. This becomes a 9. All right. So I've got 2 possibilities for a 9 here. Oops, this is not a 2. That leaves this one as a 2 up here. Oh, let's also clean up this 9. And I believe this is the only... No, this is potentially a 2. No, it's not a 2 because of the A2 pair. So this becomes our 2. Let's undo that. Let's suggest that one of these two may be a 2 as well. And let's confirm that this is limited to 8s and 2s. That can't be a 5. This could be a... Nope, this one can't be a 5. So, still 8s and 2s. We get a 1, 3, 4, 2s. 5's going to be one of these two. 6, 7, and 9. So 8 and 2 are restricted there. We got a 2 here, so 2 has to be in this column. And we've got 2's here and here. So yes, 2 here. And that leaves us with this as a 1, this becomes a 5. Clean up the 5's here. Do I have any 1's to clean up? Nope, I've got 2. All right, now we got the 4th 3 pair here. Oh, we got a 5 there to clean up. This becomes a 5 because it can't be up here, and as we said, it can't be here, it can't be in here, over here, and this does that can't. That's a 5. Still have 2 possibilities for 5 there at the moment. However, we now have this 4th 3 pairs. Let's clean up the 4's and the 3's in the square. Also in the row or column. Can't clean them up in the rows because that's not where they are. However, I do see that I've now got, we've got 2 9's in here, so this ends up being a 9 because we've got 1 here and we've placed 1 here. So 9 there. Let's see, is that anything else up? I don't see anything else that tidies up. Let's see, we get this 8 2 8 2 pair now, so this can't be 8 or 2. 4 6 3 4 3 3. Nothing really to clean up there. 5 3 5 3 4 3. So this becomes a 2 and this becomes an 8. I grade 2 there, not 2 there. Not 2 here, here, meaning this becomes a 2. And that takes care of that. These 2 become not 2's. Alright, one of these 2 is going to be a 5. That makes sense. 9 5 9 5 doesn't really help much. So we've got a 6 in one of these 2 and one of these 2. All right. Hold it. Oh, this is also potentially 6. Alright, 7, 3, 6, 4, 3, 6, 4, 3, 7, 6. It doesn't help us with either the 6 or the 3. 4 is already limit restricted to this column. Okay, 3 here. That turns this into a 5, but not a 5 here, not a 5 here, here. This, could be a 5, but maybe not. Not a 5 here, not a 3 here, not a 5 or 3 here. Not a 3 here or here, so this becomes a 7. 3 over here, not 3's here, here, or here, here. Not a 6 here now, that becomes a 7. Not a 7, 5 here, and 6 there. Clean up the 7s now. Clean up 5 here. Means this is going to be a 5. And that turns this down here into a potentially a 9. So that leaves us with a broken here. 9 coming in here. Alright. I am going to go all the way back and we will start from the beginning, filling from the 9s down. Because maybe I bought one of the fills. I know I bought one of the fills because we saw some of them. Alright, we got 9s and 9s, so one of these two is a 9. I've got 5 possibilities for a 9 here. Or 4 possibilities. 4 down here. 4 here. 4 here. And wide opens over here. Before we get too far in here, do a quick check on this. This one is what we thought was a 9 before. Got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So yes, this is a 9. Alright, not a 9 here. Here is the result. Also not 9s up here or here. Alright. That takes care of 9s. Start filling in the 8. Got a pair of 8s here. We'll start with putting in 3 8s possibly down here. 4 8 possibilities here. 5 up here. I've got 4 possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. And then everything over here in these two becomes a possibility. Alright, 7s. Got a 7 here, another here, and one over here. So 3 possibilities for 7 here. I've got 3 possibilities for 7 here. And now we start filling in all the other possibilities. 4 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. 5 here. And that looks like it for 7. 6s. Got 6 here. 1 down here. 1 up here. 1 over here. We get 2 possibilities for 6 here. 3 possibilities or 4 possibilities here. This one can't be a 6. These two can't be a 6. Let's start with that being a 6. That allows me to clean up these or these other 3. One of these 2 is going to be 6. One of these 2 is going to be 6. So this can't be a 6. That's going to be 6. And let's see. Got 2 possibilities here now. 2 up here. Like I've got 4 possibilities here, and that's it for 6. All right, 5. Got 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. So one of these two is going to be a 5. One of these two is going to be 5. And I've got 2 possibilities here, 2 here, 4 possibilities, or 5 possibilities here. For here, we've got pretty much everything is open to becoming a 5 for now. Down here, we've already filled in those 2 here. All right, down to 4s now. A 4 here, another 4 here, meaning this one's going to be. I had that already before earlier. Not big of a surprise. 4 here and 4 here mean I've got 2 possibilities here. There's 5 possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. 4 up here as well. 3 possibilities here. And that takes care of 4s. Yep. 3s. 3 here. And another one here. And 1 up here. So, looks like I've got 4 possibilities for 3 here. And 4 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. 5 here. 6 possibilities here. And 4 possibilities here. Anything else? Like I've got 3s in all the squares now. So go with 2. C2. Yep, just 2 2s on the board. So 3 possibilities over here. 4 possibilities here. 2 possibilities here. 5 possibilities here. 4 or 5 possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. And it's like I've got 6, 7 possibilities. All right. Once. We've got 1 here. This one has to be a 1 because it can't be down here. 1. We've got 3 possibilities here because we got a here. I've now 2 possibilities here because a 1 here and a 1 here. 2 possibilities here. 4 or 5 possibilities here. And 5 or 4 possibilities here. I do believe that takes care of all of them. So we get a 4-3 pair here. Clean up 4s, 3s in square. Does not make anything else available. A 2 here means we can clean up the 8s and the 2s in column. Also, we can remove all of the 8s and 2s in the square, other than those 2. All right. Over here, we've got a standalone 8, which we verified 4. That gives us a standalone 2, a standalone 9, and 1 5 pair in row. 2s now, and 9s. Wherever they may be. Okay, 9 here, 9 here, 2 9s there, so that becomes a 9. Doesn't change anything else because nothing else blocked at that point. We've got 3 possibilities for 9. 3 here as well. However, this 3 here, is it a standalone? Actually, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and the only thing that's not a given in that is 4. Let's give that a 3. Actually, it is a given as well. Turns this 7, 3 into 7. This becomes a 9. This becomes a 5. And that becomes an 8. So, not a 8 or 9. This becomes a 9. Not greater 9 here. Not a 3 here. Not a 9 up here. Here. Means this one becomes a 9. So 1 5 pair there, but not a lot of usefulness for it. This becomes a 3. Seven 6, 7 2. All right, 7 5 6, 7 5. Oh, not a 6 there. That should never have been a 6. I was trying to clear the 3. All right, 7 1 2, 7 1 2, 7 1 2. One of these two is going to be a 3. It looks like this one is going to be our 9 here. It gives us a 4 3 4 3 pair here, so this can't be a 4. 7 1 7 1 pair. Helps us, but not enough here. Okay. Let's see. 1 5 1 5. I think we are getting close to having punt and being in a good position for it. All right. Oh, that can't be a 5. No, one of these two. Okay, never mind. 2 possibilities for 5 here. 4 possibilities here. 4 here. Only place in the column for 3, so that there. This becomes a 4 and a 3 here as a result. Oh, take it back. That's not the only place in the column for 3, is it? I've got a 2 3 possibility here as well. All right. Now we go to punting. I'm going to try a 1 5 here. We may be reverting that. C. And that's our notice that we should be starting or posting.
It appears to be time to post the Sudoku solution and tomorrow's puzzle.
So I got a 4 5. Nope. 4 7 5 7 8 5 4 5 8. Not a 5 here. That makes this into a 5. And let's see. 8 2 7 1 botches that up. All right. I'm not getting far enough along, so let's flip the 1 and the 5. Say this is a 5 and this is a 1. And what does that get us? Get 4 here, 8 here. That breaks that. So the 1, 5 is that we had originally is the correct option. 1 and 5. So we can clean up these 5s now. Clean up that 1. And let's go with the 7, 1 pair here. Go with the 1 up here, 7 here. Clean up 7s. Oh, 5 clean up as well. Now let's back up to that point then. This is a cleaned up 5, so this becomes a 5. Does that help anything else? I don't think so, but needed to be set up before I go into the 1, 7 here. Now we clean up 7s, clean up 1s. Does that give me anything else? No. So let's flip those. One here, 7 up here. Gives me a 6 there. This becomes a 5. This becomes a 7. Not a 7 there. Not a 7 here or here. Not a 5 there or there. Not a 6 here or here. This becomes a 7 down here. Not a 7 there or there. No 7s here or here. Not a 1 here or here. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2. So this becomes a 3. Doesn't change anything else, it looks like. 1, 2, 1, 2 here. So this becomes a 3 and a 6 here. Which turns that into a 4, 3. 5 here. That's a problem. Because one of these has to be 8, one has to be 2. Let's back those up a little bit. All right, let's instead put a 3 here. That turns this into a 2. 4 right there. That turns this into an 8. Okay, so no, that's not going to work either. That's because this needs to become a 6, doesn't it? Does that change things? A little bit over here. That becomes a 6. And this is midnight. Okay. This becomes that. Okay. We are now let's go back and flip that 7 and 1 because it did not lead to a block. 1 there, 7 there. Not a 7, not a 1, not a 1. And this becomes not a 7. Alright. And then let's look at the 4-3 combination here. If I make this a 4, this becomes a 3 because this has to be 5. 2 here, 8 here. 6, 3, 6, 4, 2. I got a 6, 4 pair, so this is 3. Not 3 there or there. And I've got a 4, 6 pair here, so this becomes a 5 and a 2. And we get a 4, 8 pair here, which doesn't block anything. This becomes a 7, 5, and 6. Not a 7 here. One of these two will be a 7, but that doesn't affect anything immediately. This becomes a 3. 4 here. Oh, we're back to that 4 problem. All right. Okay, let's flip the 4 and the 3 and see if that gets me better results. So that would be a 4 here and a 3 here. All right, 3, not a 4 here. This becomes an 8 and a 2. This becomes a 6, not a 5. A 4 and a 3. This becomes a 6 and a 3 down here. All right. Not a 2, not a 2. This cannot be a 7 now. That's a 2. Not a 2, not a 2. This becomes a 3. 1, 7, 1, 7. Leave that a row. This becomes a 7. 6 and 5. Not a 7. 8, 4, 7. 4, 8, 5, 2. 1, 4, 5. So we get a 1, 2, 1, 2 there, 7 here. No. 1 here. I need 7 here. That becomes a 2 now and a 1. This becomes a 7. This becomes an 8. 2 here and a 1. 2 here. 8 here. Oh, here. And I believe that solves it. Wow. 46 minutes, 23 seconds. Let me get that logged into the notepad here. That is a lot longer than I was expecting. All right, play again. And this time we are doing puzzle number R273. So let me fill that in here. 2, 8, 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, 9, 3, 8, 9, 2, 1, 8, 4, 3, 9, 5, 8, 6, 3, 1, 7, 9, and 4 and 3. Yeah, I kind of blew through the entire, almost the entire hour that I had hoped for at best. Yeah, all right. Well, let's see what we can do. Yeah, I've got under 10 minutes to do this in under an hour, and that seems unlikely, but we'll see. All right. Ones. I got a couple of possibilities here. A bunch of possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. 2 here. 2 here. And 4 possibilities here. And that's it for ones. 3 possible 2s up here and down here. And looks like I've got 4 possible 2s here and 2 possibles here, leaving 2 possibles here. Oops, not a 3. And let's see. I've got 4 possible 2s here. Not 1. 5 possibles. Not 4. And I've got 7 possibilities for 2. Alright, 3s. Like I've got 2 possibilities for 3 here. Here I've got a possibility. Knocks this down to a possibility. And I get 2 possibilities here and 2 possibilities here. Every one of the others now has either a given or a determined 3. Alright, we've got 2 possible 4s here, 4 here that are determined. Another, that's not one, yeah, possibles 4 there, 4 possible up here, and 4 possibles here. But I now have 2 possibles here, which means these 2 can't be 4. Let's see, anything else? I think that's it for 4s. Let's look at 5s. I've got 2 possible, or 2 givens on the board, it looks like. So 2 possibles down here. Everything else in this row is going to be an option. Down here we've got 4 possibilities. 4 possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. And 5 possibilities here. 6s. Like I've got 3 possibles for 6 here. 5 possibles for 6 here. Everything looks open here at the moment. 2 possibles left here. And let's see, 3 here. 3 possibilities here. 5 possibilities here. Alright, 7s. It looks like I've got a single 7 on the board. So 5 possible 7s here. 5 here as well. Not a 4. 2 possible 7s here. Okay, and that means that these 2 can't be 5s because I've got 6 and 7 as the only things that can be in those squares. Alright. 5 possible 7s up here. Everything's an open here, so 7 possible 7s. 6 possible 7s here. Looks like I've got 5 possibles here. And 6 possibles. Alright. I do believe that's it. 7s. 8s. Like I've got 2 possible 8s. Nope, I got a single 8 here. That becomes a given. I got 2 already in here. Those 2 interact with giving me 3 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. And 3 possibilities here. Now we're on to 9s. I've got 4 possible, or 4 given 9s. So 3 possibilities here. ever clear something accidentally there? No, I did not. Alright, and 2 possible here. Is that it? 9's in... one of these 2 will be a 9 as well. And since that can't be, that turns this into a 9. 4 and 5 here. And a pair of 8 2's in the row, but that doesn't help me much here. It doesn't affect these until I've got something else. Alright, a singleton 7 here, turns this into a 6, and yes, I am assuming I got them right. Big assumption on my part. Given my history, we can expect that I am going to be failing to get this in a timely manner as well, but we gotta try. So this is a 7, this is a 6, not a 7, not a 7, 7 here, 6, so I get a 5, 2, nope, this one's a 1, and a 4 here, not a 7, not a 7, so 7 here, 1, 2 pair here, 1, 2, 1, 2 means this is a 9, 7, 6 pair here, not a 7, not a 7, not a 7, 4, 1 pair there means 5, 2 pair down here, that turns this into a 1, 4, 1, 3 pair means 1 here, 4 here, 9 here, 2 here. I feel like I might have bought. We'll see. One here. One here. There's a 3 and a 1 here. 5 over here. Bunch of 5s clean up now. 9 here. 6 down here. 6 is clean up. And let's see. I have a 3 to clean up, like. Five, 2, 5, 2, 8, 2. 5, 2. So this becomes an 8. 7 here. Not a 2, 7, or 8. Not a 7. 5, 2, 5, 2 means this is a 6. This is 4. 6. This becomes a 2. 8, 3, 5. Oh, no. Remember I said I felt like I might have missed something. Looks like my impression was possibly right. Alright, let's go back a ways. I see something I may have missed earlier. We'll run with that in a little bit. There we go. Nope. We were placing 9s here. And determined that that was a 9. Anything else that I need to place a 9 for? Nope, it looks like that's it for 9. So, all right. Do I have anything else that could be here? I got 1, 2, 3 given in the square. A 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 visible. So this becomes a 4, 5, and 9. I got a 7, 6, 7, 6. So these two cannot be 7 or 6. That means 5, 2. Already eliminated 5s here. Not a 4 there. That means this is a 4. Alright. Anything else I need to look at? Probably lots of stuff, but we got a 7 down here. Let's verify that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7 we're looking for. I don't see any in the row. 8 and 9. So yes, 7 here, 6 here. That makes that a 7. This is 6. A naughty 7. Oh, no, that's going to be a 7. Never mind. Not a 7 there, there, or there, or here. Not a 6 here or here. Not a 5 here. Not a 5 or 9 here. Not a 6 here. 7 here. So not a 7 there or there. That turns that into a 7. This becomes a 6, and this becomes a 1. We got a potential 1 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Believing that's a proper 7. I've got an 8 and a 9, so 1 it is. Not a 1 there. I get a 5, 9, 5, 9 pair here, so this becomes a 6. And that doesn't conflict with anything. Obvious, anyway. Not a 6 here. Not a 7 here. Or here, or in these 3 squares. Also not up here. Like that becomes a 4, a 3, a 1, a 9, 6, and a 7. So now I've got a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair. This becomes a 9. Not a 4 or 9, not a 9. Not a 1, so this becomes a 1. A 4 here, 2 here, 5 here. 2 and 1 here. Alright, not a 5, so this becomes a 5. I got an 8, 2 pair there and there. That don't affect anything immediately. This becomes a 5, so this is a 1. Not a 5, not a 5. I've got an 8, 2 pair in the row now, so this becomes a 9. Not a 9, not a 5, not a 7, not a 5, not a 5, not a 1. Alright, not a 7, not a 4, not a 7 or 6. Not a 7, not a 7, 5 or 6, not a 6 here either. Not a 3, this becomes a 6. 5 here, 2 and 5. Not a 2, not a 5 or 2, not a 5. Not a 9. So this becomes a 5 and a 9 here. 8, that doesn't change those. Here we go. This becomes an 8, 2, 8, 2 and 8. 7 here, 2. 3 here for 8. 8, not a 7. 2, 7, and 6 for the solve. 15 minutes and 20 seconds. That's closer to that 20-minute limit that I was looking for. But obviously we are now past the hour. All right. Play again, and now we are going to 278. All right, 278. Nine, 5, 1, 7, 3, 2, 3, 7, 5. 2 over here. 5, 3, 8, 4, 9, 4, 3, 6. A 9 here. 5, 4, 8. Nope. 5, 8, 2. 1, 5, 4, 6, and 7. All right, let's see how this one goes. Assuming I didn't transcribe something wrong. All right, looks like everything's transcribed, at least with solvable puzzle. All right, ones. We get 2 possible ones here. 3 here. All kinds of them here. Pretty much everything in the square is possibly 1. We got 3 possibilities here, though. 4 here. Everything's not in here. 4 possibilities here. All right, 2s. We have 2 here and 2 here. 2 possible 2s here. We have 2 possible 2s here because this 2 changes that. That's 2, not a 1. Here we've got 5 possible 2s. 6 possibles here. 2 possibles here. Or 3, my mistake. And 4 possibles here. All right, 3. Looks like we've got 2 possible 3s here. 4 possibles here. 3 possibles here. 3 possibles here. Nope, 2. 3 possibles here, and all the others have givens in them. So we've got 2 possible 4s here and here. 8 possible here. And 2 possible here. Here we've got 2 possibles as well. All right, 5s. We've got several 5s given to the point where this is a 5, not a 4. One of these, this one's going to be a 5. And we've got 2 possibles here and here. All right, 6s. Looks like I've got 2 6s given. So these 3 are possible. These 4 are possible. I've got 4 possibles here. 4. Nope. 2 here. 2 here. 3 here. And 2 here. And that's it for 6s. Got 7 here. And another one up in the upper right square in the center. So, and a 7 here. So, one of these 2 is going to be a 7. I've got 3 possibles for a 7, or 4 possibles for 7 here. This one's going to be a 7. 2 possibles here. This drops it down to 2 possibles here and temporarily 4 here. All right. Now we're up to 8s. I see 2 8s on the board. This one is going to be an 8 though, so that's 3. 2 possibles up here. 2 possibles here. means one of these two is going to be a possibility. I've got 3 possibles here, 4 possibles here, and 5 possibles here. All right, 6s. No, we're up to 8s, 9s. So got a given 9 here, a given 9 up there. So one of these two is a possibility. These two is a possibility. Down here, I've got that's 3 possibilities there, 2 there. That means this one is a 9, so we can clean up that one. That turns that into a 9. We had those 2 possibilities, so now we've got a single possibility there and a 9 here as a result. I believe that is it for pre-populating the 4. We got 6 here. Verify it. I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9 pre-populated. So this becomes a 6. Turn that into a 7, a 3 there, not a 3 here, here. Also not a 7 there. That one. You know, maybe if I'd started with that or with that puzzle, my confidence would be up for in time for the other 2. Oh well. In any case, I want to say thanks to anybody who's been hanging out with me. I do appreciate it, and we will catch up with you again soon, I hope. Take care, everybody. We will see you again. Bye-bye.